Hey guys, I'm about to give you a full tour of our homeschool room. We are going on our second year homeschooling. I have two girls. My oldest, Kaylee, is starting first grade and Sydney is going to be starting tot school or preschool. I already posted a video of my declutter, organize, and prep with me. I will link that below. And today we are just going to go through our bookcase and all of our drawers and show you how I have it organized. And I also want to mention that you do not need to have a homeschool room in order to homeschool. Last year we basically did all of our schooling on our kitchen table, and that also works perfectly fine. Do what works for you and your family. We have accumulated a lot of books this year, and I also have storage for a lot of extra homeschool stuff in our office, which is also a playroom. I just have those things on a bookshelf up there. But without any further delay, let's jump into this homeschool room tour. All right, let's get into it. Welcome to our schoolroom. Basically, our entire wall is our school wall. And over here, we have like the playroom area, play mat. They do read books on this mat a lot. Of course, we have our calendar and weather. And this is where we hang art, little magnet, wooden pieces, this little pointer. It's from Learning Resources. These little hooks are super magnetic. We have them there. We have two of them holding up our entire calendar. That tells you how strong they are. And then over here, I have two of them up here on the corner of our glass board. Sometimes we'll hang something across here as well. I'm just gonna show you the extras around the room, and then I'm gonna show you all of these drawers and everything. So we have calendar, our little art wall pointer. Up here we have the flag. We do the pledge. This changes out. The sign is from Amazon. It has 6 different signs, and right now it's still on the summer one, but there's the 4 seasons and then like 2 quotes. And then over here we have some toys. And if you saw my art cart video, this is the closet I was talking about. It's actually my cleaning closet with the outlet. It has my vacuum and all that kind of stuff. My art cart is actually around the corner. That's not where the art cart is. Cleaning closet. But they have their toys, their little aprons. They do use that for art as well. The play kitchen and all of that. So I'm gonna start on this side and work my way down and show you guys what's in all these drawers. So starting on top, pencil sharpener, the microscope, and of course, that is not a super detailed microscope. That is just one that is good for them at their age. It has the little screen and everything. The plant is from Target. And of course, I have to have my diffuser. This square is for science. I have both of their little science journal binders here. This one is botany. We're slowly working on this. And I have our books and games and everything in the bin. Science square. The next ones I have the girls' curriculum bins. So Sydney's actually going to be doing tot school. She's the 2-year-old. She just turned 2. This binder, I actually need to label it. It's going to be like the letter of the week. I just have a lot of alphabet papers, some tracing, dot pages, a lot of just alphabet stuff. And then in here, this is a lot of her curriculum for the Good and the Beautiful preschool, K primer, things like that, basically preparing her through kindergarten. So I have a lot of curriculum for her in here that she's not even going to use yet. So it's ready for her when she's ready. And I also got the girls' labels made on Etsy. So Kaylee's, same thing. A bunch of this curriculum that's in here, I still haven't gone through and set the girls', well, Sydney's is fine, but I haven't set Kaylee's up yet. I'm still waiting for the Good and the Beautiful level 1 math. I do keep Kaylee's glue sticks, and scissors up here. Kaylee can get to it. I just don't want Sydney to get to it. Yeah, I need to go through that. And here I have a lot of Usborne books. So we do still have homeschool storage upstairs as well, because I have another one of these IKEA storage cubes upstairs. But I have a lot of the books that they like to pull out and read, or that will help us now for the age that they're at. So a lot of Usborne books, a lot of look inside, lift the flap, questions and answers, the big books, peek inside, very first question and answers. I'll just come across to this one. So this one, I was debating on labeling it or not, or if I'm gonna change the bin, I'm not sure. But this is actually our morning basket, or our morning bin. This will change. I'm planning on doing a separate video on our morning bin. And here we have some puzzles, some little activities, bigger puzzles, cookbooks, science, things to do. And here I have all of the Shine a Light books. All of this is the dry erase section. So dry erase from Usborne, a couple, I think they're Scholastic, a bunch of wipe clean cards, And then here we have the month and day of the week. And then this was from like Math K handwriting. And then a bunch of these are just blank. Dry erase area. And then all of these are more Usborne story time. There's some that we were actually reading about like how flowers grow, caterpillars and butterflies. We've also used some of these books for science. And I know I showed you guys the puzzles. And then this section is kind of a mix of things. So these are like storybooks, the larger, complete, like Ted and Friends and Readers, thicker storybooks here. Some history, alphabet. These are some activity books, also from Usborne. We do have some more White Plain. These are introduction, intermediate, and advanced. So the introduction I do have up here already, but the intermediate and advanced, I do have them kind of tucked away, if you will. They're not here, but they're here kind of like waiting. Drawing book activities like activity pads, paper planes to fold and fly, the little children's under the sea activity book, like little activity books and drawing things there. And I did get these bins on Amazon. This white bin and that white bin are from IKEA. And then these two Latchmate bins are from Michael's. Kind of more of like the baby books, if you will, the musical books. And I have from this Reading Mama, like the It Begins with Whatever Letter, and then just some alphabet flashcards. All right, so that covers the bookshelf area. And see, I have Sydney on the left, Kaylee on the right. That's how they sit. Sydney on the left, Kaylee on the right, because Kaylee is right-handed. Sydney, we think, is going to be left-handed, but that way they won't be hitting elbows. So we're gonna start with Sydney's side. So we have her learning binder. If you wanna see a video about their learning binders or preschool, tot school, like Velcro dry erase binders, I am planning on making a video, but if you saw my MacBook Pro video, I actually lost a lot of the exact links from downloads when I reset that computer. So I'd have to research all of the links again, but if you want to see a video on that, let me know. Here we have the little like boogie board. These are the Color Wonder pages, Color Wonder markers and brush pens. And then this is just her storage clipboard. And then in this one, we have just all of her extra coloring pages, coloring books. That was one of Kaylee's preschool workbooks. So just kind of extra stuff for Sydney to kind of play with. We have crayons, practice scissors, the thick colored pencils. And then in here, Ticonderoga My First Try-Write pencils. And I have the My First pencils, but I didn't get the Try-Write ones until the other day, but they are like a little triangle, so should be easier. I just got those for, well, really both of them, but for Sydney. And then this one has their bin for Play-Doh. This is a mat if they're gonna paint. This actually is pretty big. If they're gonna do paint or anything messy. And this is like a little cover over for Sydney. I'm not even sure if she still fits in this. It's actually a bib. I haven't even tried it on her recently. She was a baby and she didn't even like it then. But that's just to help for painting. If it doesn't fit her, I'm gonna get rid of that. In this folder, it's just a bunch of Play-Doh mats. I have Melissa and Doug alphabet activity, number activity pad, the Jumbo Princess coloring. If you saw last year me getting ready, there's just all of these preschool like posters. So we just kind of pull those out when we need them. And I have the bottom drawer empty. And then on Kaylee's side, I mentioned this in my Amazon home favorites, are these little bumpers because the desktop would actually slide into the wall and those are perfect. Has not budged. Just have it on both corners so it doesn't slide into the wall. And Kaylee has two binders in here. One of them is more Velcro and the other one is more dry erase. I really need to look at them and swap them and actually make more advanced things for Kaylee now. And then in this one, she has her storage clipboard, little boogie board that you can write and erase. These are the old ones from last year. We have two of the small dry erase boards. These don't really have much of a frame, but they're just a little small. So I did get new ones this year. And then in here, we just have a bunch of pencil boxes, pencils and erasers. And this one, she knows that's her pencils. It's on the edge and it's in the pink case. So that makes it easy for her to grab. We have the erasable colored pencils, regular colored pencils, paint brushes. I have this one in the glitter box for a reason. It's actually the Arteza watercolor pencils. This is kind of Kaylee's, I want to call this her like fun drawer because she has a bunch of activities. So she has like sticker activity books, sticker books. She has stencils in here, reusable sticker pads. She has a bunch of older workbooks in here. Fashion design activity kit where you like rub the crayon on top and it like transfers and you can change the design and everything. So she likes that. This is kind of Kaylee's fun activity drawer. And then this bottom drawer is also empty, but she was keeping crafts that she was either not done with or she wanted to save for a little while. We were using this drawer for that. So that was their drawers, and now on to, we'll just call them my drawers. I really did want this over there in that corner underneath of the clock. That's not gonna work right now. This is more like eventually. This is good for now, but I have plans for moving things around. So in this drawer, we have my plum paper planner, and I do have a whole video on this, so if you haven't seen it, go check it out. I will link it down below. And they do have a referral program, so just message me and I can get you the coupon for it if you are interested in that. It's a really awesome, fully customizable planner. This is like my office supplies kind of. This is my small hole punch, the small stapler. This is the battery powered pencil sharpener, ruler, my teacher accessories, stamp, whiteout reinforcement, tags, binder clips, tape, scissors, and pens. And then in here, I have all of my Pilot friction pens, marker pens, and all of that. I do let Kaylee use this when she's doing handwriting sometimes as well. So it's right here, ready to be used. I have all the Expo markers. And in this one, I have chalk and Crayola dry erase. These are usually what they will use. They're just easier to wash. They're very washable. And this is perfect if we use it on the easel because it's chalk on one side and dry erase or the paper drawing on the other. So this is perfect to pull out for that. All right, guys, it is future me. I wanted to mention this. I added these glassboard markers from Arteza instead of using Expo markers on our Quartet glass whiteboard. I still have all of these Expo markers. They are used on our whiteboards, but not on our glass board now. These write really well. I'm very impressed with these. I've only used a few of them now, but I wanted to mention that I got those for our glass board. I wanted to get them last year and then I just forgot about it. I may do with all of these Expo ones because they do work, but they're just not as opaque. So these glass board ones are awesome. I went with Arteza and I know that I like this brand because we have a couple items from them already. So I wanted to mention that I got those. That's super helpful for our glass board. And then in this drawer, I have the Good and the Beautiful Creative Arts and Crafts projects. This is really cool. So if you saw my art cart video, I did not fit this on that cart, which I was surprised I fit everything else, but I do have a spot in the drawer now. And I also have the Usborne fingerprint activities, backyard, and under the sea, and then like a mini animals one. So they each have their own paint pad. Art drawer here. This drawer is all the Good and the Beautiful box sets, beginner books A, B, C, and D, and musical multiplication, which we have not used yet, but it is there when we are ready. This drawer, I just have a binder and folders of the girls' work that I'm going to be saving. I'm going to do a new one each year. Like if I see something that I know that I want to save or just a random piece of artwork, I will hole punch it and date it and put it in one of these. So I have that here. And then this bag is for our calendar. And I don't necessarily love it just randomly in this drawer, but that's where it is for now. And then in here, I have clear snap folder pockets, and they could be put in a binder if you wanted them to. Usually it's language arts that she needs to be dictating something. And I also just have plain printer paper. And then in here, I have a whole bunch of construction paper. There's a whole bunch of colors in here because all of these already have cutouts on them. I really don't know if you can tell. Then I have it by color. This was on Amazon. It's a lot more flexible than I expected, but it does kind of work out because I can squeeze it down if it's smaller, pull it out and expand it if I wanted to, or when I'm filling it up. So I do like that. And I was keeping this upstairs before, but I do use it a lot down here. So I am going to keep it in this drawer. Printer paper and handwriting paper. And the bottom drawer is empty. I just love having room to grow. And I also forgot to mention that clock is also from Amazon, as well as my board. I don't even think I mentioned that. That's a glass whiteboard by Quartet. Yeah, glass whiteboard by Quartet. And also these little magnet guys, because the regular ones actually don't stick on here, which can be frustrating, but I do really like that. It's really easy to clean and keep clean. But that is everything. I hope you guys enjoyed this homeschool room tour. This is technically our dining room. So it's our dining room changed into a playroom and a schoolroom. And I wanted to make sure that they still had their toys and things that they like to play with, because at their age, school for them is not just sitting at a desk. They learn so much through play. We got a bunch of puzzles and play food and marble run. Their school is half over there and half over here. Actually, it's probably more like 20/80, but you get me. So a whole homeschool room is definitely not necessary. Use what space you have. You could definitely just work at a table with one of these latch-made bins to keep everything together, because there's plenty of space to store everything that you need in one of these bins. Just remember to do what works for your family and what works for you. And this could easily change for me throughout the year as well. If you have older kids, you don't even need to use these latch-mate bins. I mean, you can, especially if my youngest was older, because they're 2 and 4. If she was older and she could understand like, hey, you don't pull that out and scribble all over it, I would actually keep their curriculum in their desk drawer here on their sides. I wouldn't keep everything up here away from them. I would keep it in their drawers. So that's just another idea as well. Do what works for you, because I do think that would be easier working out of their drawers than to be put in a bin, at least for me. But with my little one being so little, I want to make sure that their curriculum is safe and protected in the bins. So that is what we are doing right now. I hope you guys enjoyed a look inside our homeschool room, and I will see you guys very soon. Bye.